This podcast is supported by The Real Real.
You know what I love most about the holidays? Giving gifts. But not just any gifts. Real gifts. Thoughtful gifts. Oh my God, how did you know gifts? That's why I love gift shopping with The Real Real. The Real Real is the most trusted name in authenticated luxury resale. And it's a holiday shopping secret I'm going to let you in on. Whether it's a surprisingly affordable, pristine condition bag for your BFF, a vintage find that's cool enough for the Gen Zer in your life, or even something your impossible to shop for dad will love. Get used to saying I found it on The Real Real. Seriously, with over 10,000 new arrivals dropping every day from brands like Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany & Co., and Cartier, there's guaranteed to be something for everyone on your list. Oh, and did I mention everything's up to 90% off retail?
Get $25 off your first purchase at therealreal.com. That's therealreal.com to get your $25 off. Therealreal.com.
Wix. It's where website creation meets AI, and where your boldest ideas become real. It just takes one platform to build a site that looks great and does everything you need it to. And it just takes one person, you, to start taking care of business like a 10-person team. With AI tools for creating an entire website from scratch or testing new ways to make money, Wix is there with you from day one. Try it out now at Wix.com.
Ah, motherhood. 1 minute, you're mom of the year.
I love you, Mommy.
Then the next, not so much. From bath time to bullying, from potty training to puberty, parenting is full of challenges. But one thing is for certain, you are not alone. Welcome to Modern Mom Probs. I'm your host, author, mother, parenting expert, Tara Clark. Join me while we tackle today's modern mom problems.
Hey friends, welcome back to Modern Mom Probs, where we're trying to solve the world's modern mom problems. And if we can't do that, hey, at least we're having fun talking about them. I'm your girl, Tara. Today we are talking about one of the most universal parts of family life, dinner time. It's that magical hour of the day where everyone is hungry, no one agrees on what to eat, and you find yourself negotiating with a tiny human about why 3 noodles do not count as dinner. I'd like to give a quick thank you to my friends at New York Bakery for being a busy parent mealtime sidekick and for helping me remind my audience to embrace quality family time above all else. I recently worked with them to connect with real families about mealtime at a pop-up podcast, which inspired this episode. The whole thing was such a fantastic experience. Let's dig into why dinner can feel like a juggling act, what makes it worth it, and how to bring joy and maybe a little garlic bread back to the table. Okay. Picture it. It's 5:49 p.m. You've just finished a long day of work, or maybe you've been with the kids all day, or maybe both, and everyone's starting to unravel. One kid's crying because they're starving. Another's claiming they don't like the same meal that they asked for just yesterday. And your partner is in the kitchen asking, "What's for dinner?" And at that moment, you're like, "I don't know, Kevin. What is for dinner?" So you open the fridge and you're hoping for inspiration, but it's mostly just bright light and mystery containers. So you start to spiral. Should I cook something? Should I order something? Maybe I could throw together that meal kit that's been in the back of the fridge since Sunday, but then you remember that the kids actually don't like that one either. Does this sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone. We have all had these nights. But here's the thing. Dinner doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Real family dinners aren't about matching plates and gourmet meals. They're about showing up. It's the laughter between bites, the stories shared over spaghetti, and those 5 minutes of connection before someone asks for dessert. That counts. We've all been sold this image of a perfect family dinner, right? Everyone's gathered around a beautifully set table, eating a balanced meal, laughing, sharing stories about their day. But in many busy households, that happens maybe, a few times a month? And usually by accident? Real life looks more like this. One kid sitting backwards in their chair, another one refusing to eat because the noodles are too noodly, and you're trying to scrape something off the table while trying to have a real conversation, all in between saying, please sit down. No, you can't have dessert yet. And in this mess, there's magic because you're all together. Now, let's talk about why dinner may feel like a juggling act. It's not just about the food, it's decision fatigue. And by the time dinner rolls around, we've already made 1,000 tiny little decisions throughout the course of the day. What to wear, what to pack in the lunchbox, what to reply to that email, when to reply to that email, whether we should sign up for soccer again, even though last season was sort of a logistical nightmare, all the things. So when someone asks, hey, what's for dinner? Our brain sort of just short circuit, because the mental bandwidth required to choose between pasta or tacos can almost feel like a physics equation. And I am not your math girly. So here's why many of us default to the sacred family dinner trinity of pasta, mac and cheese, and cereal. And listen, I am not here to shame that. Cereal for dinner is a valid choice. We've all been there. It's fast, it's filling, and it doesn't require a lot of dishes. Okay, story time. I used to think that I was the only parent out there who would look at the clock at 4:30 in the afternoon and say, I wonder what I should make for dinner tonight. This used to happen to me literally every night. You'd think that I would have learned by now. But then once I got talking to other parents, I knew that I wasn't alone. So let's hear from some real moms out there. A few weeks ago, I asked my Instagram community what was their favorite part of mealtime with their families. And so I received a lot of responses, but these were some of my favorite. One was laughter. Well, of course, I think that that's the very best part of being together with your family. Second one was not cooking, which I don't know. For some reason, food does seem to taste better when someone else prepares it. So I don't know if it's just me or if that's a universal thing, but obviously that was an answer up there. So I also like when someone else prepares the food. Another one, hanging out together. Of course, we love to spend time together. Finding out about their days, having a chance to sit with my kids. Many times, this is the only time in the course of the day that parents actually get the opportunity to really sit down with their children. So it's interesting to me that no one is saying, oh, they ate everything off their plates, or, oh, they're so impressed with my cooking prowess. These parents were reporting about how much they looked forward to hearing about their children's days and just being present with them. So now let's listen to real stories from other real parents. These folks sent in their voice notes to be shared on the show.
So we are a family of 3 kids who are extremely active and extremely busy, ages 12, 10, and 5. So what does dinner look like for us? It is constantly rushed. We're lucky when we have some calm days in the week, but most of the time it's rushed and it's on the go so we can get from one activity to another. And we still cater to different children's different needs. So dinner ends up being multiple things, same protein options, but multiple other options for people to choose from. But the main ingredient is chaos.
I think she nailed it when she said the main ingredient is chaos. I know how busy it can be on a weeknight when you're trying to get your children to different practices and everything. And I only have one, so I'm sure if I multiplied that by 3, like she said, she had 3 children, I could only imagine how busy their mealtime must be. Now let's hear from another woman who has a sort of a different story. I think she's talking about one time when she had a dinner time hiccup. All right, let's listen here.
I once hosted my husband's entire family over for dinner. The kids were all home, sides were ready, plates were set. Everybody was starting to arrive. So I'm having the perfect hostess moment. Then I checked the oven and realized I never turned it on. So we had macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, rolls, and no chicken. A proud moment for Meatless Monday on a Saturday.
I feel like her story is so relatable because I've absolutely done things like that, not necessarily on maybe such a big scale, but I have absolutely put a pot on the stove and forgot to turn it on, or put something in the oven and forgot to turn it on. So I love hearing stories from these real moms because it makes me feel like I'm not alone. And I'm sure you're probably nodding your head along with this now too.
For me, the hardest part is that I forget that I have to do it every night. So I'm working from home and I'm like, wait, it's 4:00. I need to figure this out. It's a last minute thing every day.
See, it's not about perfection. It's about making it work. So how can we make dinner go a little smoother? Not perfect, just better. These are a few of my go-to modern mom solutions for busy families. 1, use the freezer and not just for ice cream. Freeze soups, casseroles, cooked grains, and garlic bread. In our house, New York Bakery Texas Toast Garlic Bread is a great way to elevate pasta night. Pull it out when you need an instant dinner win. 2, theme nights. Give yourself structure with a fun little twist, like meatless Mondays, taco Tuesdays, pasta Wednesdays, one sheet pan Thursdays, pizza Fridays. You get the idea. Kids love predictability, and you'll love not having to think too hard. Number 3 is remix family favorites. Make something you know everyone will like, but it feels new and exciting, like personal pizzas on Texas Toast Garlic Bread. 4, semi-homemade is totally fine. Combine store-bought items with something fresh, like rotisserie chicken and bagged salad. It makes it gourmet enough. 5, get your family involved. Have kids set the table, stir the sauce, plate the food, put down the napkins. It may be messy, but they're more willing to eat when they know that they've helped. And 6, lower your expectations. No, seriously. Every dinner does not need to be a well-rounded masterpiece. Sometimes it's grilled cheese on Texas Toast Garlic Bread and a bowl of tomato soup. Yum. That's plenty. One thing we don't talk about enough is that dinner can come with some emotional baggage. We want our kids to eat healthy food. We want to teach them manners. We want to connect as a family. And we want to do all of this without losing our cool. And that can be a lot of pressure. But sometimes the real nourishment comes from the connection. When you sit down, even for 10 minutes, and you listen to your children talk about their hobbies or their middle school drama, that's the good stuff. That's the stuff they're going to remember. They're not going to say, oh, hey, mom, remember the time you made that perfectly seasoned chicken? No, they're going to remember mom was always there to sit with us at the table, even when everyone was tired. And if you need to hear it, you are doing enough. This is your official permission slip from me to take the easy way out sometimes. Go ahead, serve frozen food, buy the pre-cut veggies, serve breakfast for dinner. You're not failing. You're prioritizing. Dinner can be simple, funny, and even joyful if we let it be. So, here is your Modern Mom Challenge for next week. Pick one thing that you can do to make dinner time easier and more enjoyable for your family. Maybe it's planning a theme night. Maybe it's inviting your children to cook with you. Maybe it's turning off the TV and having no devices at the table and everyone's just talking with each other for a few minutes. Whatever it is, make it realistic and make it yours. Because the goal isn't about perfect meals. It's about the perfect moments. Dinner time doesn't have to be another thing on your to-do list. It could be a chance to pause, connect, and laugh about the day, even if your meal maybe is slightly burnt and someone's slurping up their spaghetti. don't worry about it. You're doing an amazing job. Truly. So thanks for listening today. And thank you to my friends at New York Bakery for helping me remind you to embrace quality family time over perfect meals. If this episode resonated with you, please take a moment to rate, review, and share with another mom who's probably staring into her fridge right now wondering what's for dinner. Come hang out with me on Instagram at Modern Mom Probs. I'd love to hear your funniest dinner time stories. And until then, remember, you are absolutely crushing it. See you next time. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Modern Mom Probs. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive in today's problem with me, your host, Tara Clark. Join me next time when I'll be interviewing another great guest and tackling another modern mom problem. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review and a rating. As always, you could head over to Modern Mom Probs on Instagram and give me a follow, or check out my book, Modern Mom Probs, A Survival Guide for 21st Century Mothers, available online wherever books are sold. Well, that's it for today. See you next time, folks.
When you've got too many ideas and too little time, that's when you need Wix for your website. Wix helps business owners, like you and me, get more done without burning out. It's packed with AI tools that actually make running your business online easier. Build a full site just by talking with AI. Get an AI agent to manage your sales and marketing, or work like a 10-person team, even if it's just you. Try it for yourself at Wix.com.
What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? When it comes to protecting what matters, Pacific Life provides life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits for people and businesses building a more confident tomorrow. Strategies rooted in strength and backed by experience. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York, Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Family movie night just got easier with Fandango. Reserve seats in advance, skip the lines, and even cancel if plans change. Plus, with Fandango's fan club, save on every trip to the movies. Want to stay in? With Fandango at home, you can stream your family favorites right from the couch. Whether it's a weekend outing or a cozy night in, Fandango makes movie magic simple for the whole family. Download the Fandango and Fandango at Home app today.
We all take good care of the things that matter. Our homes, our pets, our cars. Are you doing the same for your brain? Acting early to protect brain health may help reduce the risk of dementia from conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Studies have found that up to 45% of dementia cases may be prevented or delayed by managing risk factors you can change. Make brain health a priority. Ask your doctor about your risk factors and for a cognitive assessment. Learn more at brainhealthmatters.com.
Holidays feeling hectic? Pillsbury is here to lend a hand. Roll out some magic with cookies, crescents, crusts, and more, fresh from the oven. 'Tis the season for big smiles and easy wins with Pillsbury.